So today we're going to be combining our trading knowledge with the popular AI tools that people use to do things in the market right now. So what we're going to be using this to do is to figure out when the market is likely going to move so that you do not end up staying for a long time in a ranging market whereby market is just simply moving within a particular period of time. So by applying this AI tool that I'm about to share with you, or this prompt rather, I'm about to share with you in this video, you can use any AI tool you want to use, whether just ChatGPT or DeepSeek or anyone you want to use, right? You're still gonna be able to get your results. Just go ahead and follow me along to see exactly what I'm about to show you in this video. So basically, when you come to the market, there comes to a time when the market is actually moving to a particular direction, and there comes to a time when the market is actually ranging within a period of time, and then the market is also moving to another direction. So this is always very popular in the market. You can see that very often when you come to trading, most of the time, whether forex or crypto, anywhere you're trading, you find these things occurring in the market. So if you're a person who actually wants to know where the market is moving, so you can be able to make optimum amount of money from a particular market, then this video is for you, right? Now, one thing about this strategy is that you actually have to take your time to research on a particular asset you want to trade, okay? But the cool thing is that once you're done with your research, you don't ever have to do the research again. So it's something that once you set it up, you already got it going. So make sure to get your pen and paper, or maybe just open your notepad in your tab or anything you're using to watch the video, right? So you can be able to keep notes of what we're going to be talking about in this video. So for context of this video, we're going to be changing this to GBPUSD. So we're going to be able to do this with one of the most popular trading pairs out there in the world. So first of all, let me explain to you guys what normally causes these things, right? So, when you're trading, let's say GBPUSD, GBP means Great Britain pounds and USD means the United States dollars, right? So what happens is that this is actually the market, the official global market, right? Whereby different trades are going on. So when a country or a trading system is let's say sleeping, or they are currently on a break, maybe their break session, maybe some people have their break session around at 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. and stuff like that, right? So let's say that's the period. Then within that period of time, you should expect the market to stall a bit, right? Or let's say it's night time in their place and the works have closed, things have closed, everybody's sleeping. You should also expect the market to slow down within that period of time. So what we actually have to do is, because we're not living in every country, so we don't really know much about every country out there. So whenever any asset you're trading, make sure you understand the country that owns the asset, right? So this is GPUS. This is Great Britain pounds against the United States dollar. So what you have to do right now is very simple. I'm just going to use one asset to give you this example, because this is actually a very rigorous steps you have to take. It can take a lot of time, right? So I won't have the time to use so many different assets to show you this, okay? So quickly, let's go to DeepSeek over here. So DeepSeek is actually a platform you can easily go ahead and uh, sign up in your browser. It's free to use. And you can toggle on DeepThink, or just go ahead and toggle it off, anyone you want to use, right? So this is off and this is on, right? So let me go ahead and tap out this prompt so we can continue. All right, so this is the prompt. I'm going to put this prompt in the description of this video so you can be able to easily get the prompt as well for yourself, right? So let me explain to you what you're going to change every single time you want to change this prompt. So here it goes. It says, act as a professional forex trader. I'm trading GBP So for instance, if you're not trading GBP JPY, you have to change this GBP USD to GBP JPY. So anyone you see these columns in it, you have the option of changing it if it's not what you're trading at the time. And I want you to tell me the time range, which contraction, expansion, and trend setting is likely to take place. I'm currently in Nigeria, so I actually forgot to put this right here. So you have to also change this one as well. So if you are not in Nigeria, you can also change this. Maybe let's say you're in the United States, you can also do that. Let's say you're in something like China or Germany or anywhere you are in the world, you can just go ahead and change the country to your country, right? It doesn't mean if it's your country of birth, maybe you traveled there and you want to trade from there, you also just go ahead and change it over there, right? So it says, so use my market. Oh, sorry, it says use my time frame, right? So let's say my my time frame, okay? Just leave it like that, okay? So I can easily understand it. So the reason why it's using your time frame, because the time frame you have in United States is not the same time frame you have in Nigeria. Okay, so the time frame it might be you want to use to tell you when the contraction, expansion, and trend setting will happen. You might be trying to use the United States time frame, but you're in Nigeria, so you get it wrong. Okay, So that's why it's using my time frame so I can understand it. So the reason I want to know is because this time around I'm explaining myself better to the AI so it can know exactly what I want. Okay. So this is basically it. And then finally, I will tell you to ask me any question that will help it improve the answer it will give me. Okay. Yeah. So now this is the questions like in two-phase. So I'm just gonna send this. It's gonna ask me questions, and then I will answer its questions. So this prompt is something you're gonna be able to get from the description of this video. Then as for the questions, any question it asks you, you can just go ahead and answer it. You can see clearly it's already setting the time for me, right? Because I told it the country where I am in. All right, so I think the AI is done with its response. So now here is the questions it's going to ask me before it will give me the answer, right? So over here, it tells me to provide the most accurate general guidance on GP market phases. Okay, so this for your location in Nigeria, I need these details. Trading style, are you a scalper? So it's basically going to ask you questions whether you're a scalper, stuff like that. Preferred session, do you trade during London European sessions? That was most volatile for GPUSD or Asian session. So we're gonna choose this first one. So what I'm gonna do right now is to just go ahead and answer these questions, and then I will show you guys my response and everything. All right, so I'm quickly gonna head to answer these questions. So I said I'm a swing trader based on what it gave me as a swing trader day plus week, and I prefer London European time. No, I don't use technical indicators. This depends on you. If you use them, then that's fine. If I say yes, I avoid news releases. If you do trade news releases, then that's also cool with you. So I'm good to go ahead and send this, and then finally to give me the final reply. All right, so here's the final reply from the tool, right? So over here we are swing traders, and it tells us over here. So this is the contraction, the ranging period most times, right? So on Sunday by 11 p.m. that's the opening market for the Monday to 8 o'clock. For this is for Asian session, and the weekend gap, right? So it consolidates likely. London pre-open every day by 8 to 9. It's in the morning. It's likely going to consolidate, and Fridays from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. the market is also going to be sideways consolidating. So over here it tells us the actions not to do. Over here it says action, avoid trading, wait for London direction. So for the second one over here, it says volatility surge. So it tells us the time. So we're using London time, right? Remember that, okay? So it says open from 9. Remember the consolidation is from 8 to 9 in normal days. So from 9 to 11 a.m. In Nigerian time, okay? Initial momentum burst, bank setting position. Then London, New York overlap from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Nigerian time. Institutional volume amplifies moves. So the moves is always at its peak from 2 to 4 p.m. in Nigerian time. So for anything from 9 to 4 p.m., from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. in Nigeria, every day, except for weekends, you are good to go ahead and take your trade in the GBPUSD, because there's going to likely be a very good market movement. But you should expect the peak market movements to be always from 2 to 4 p.m. in Nigeria. So it tells us the why. So why over here is 8% of GBPUSD daily range occurs here. It gives us the link over here, but we're not going there. So the action it tells us to take over here, it says what? Enter swing position on breakouts from Asian / early London range. Okay, so it tells us to enter the position from breakouts. When the market breaks out within this range, we should enter a position. Then trend setting over here. So it tells over here is going to tell us what the trend setting is all about. Okay, it says what this one occurs when call London hours is 11 to 4, right? And trend crystallize post initial volatility. So over here it says post is by 4 p.m. Sorry, trend often persists in New York Alliance, right? Then USD weakens, probably because they are going to bed or something, I don't know. And over here it says the action we should take is to hold positions 1 to 3 days riding the institutional momentum. That is if you are in profit. Over here it just gives us a table of what it's telling us to do, right? So from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, contraction tight is going around 20 to 30 pips range. So it says our action is to wait. So wait, don't do anything. From 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock in the morning, expansion. 50 to 70 pips, this is where we should enter our trade. Remember the early London session it told us about, okay? This is where the breakout happens. So we enter our trade within this range. And then from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., trend setting, sustained 100 pip plus directional movement, managed swing. So if you're already in profits, then that's cool. You can just go ahead and continue riding the market. And from anywhere from 4 p.m. going forward, then you should start exiting your trade, right? So this is the range for GBPUSD in Nigeria, completely broken down by AI. I didn't do any of this. I didn't all I did is tell the AI what I want to do and what I want to use it for, and it gives me the reply. So go ahead and try this out. I'm going to put the prompt I used to get this answer in the description of this video. And don't forget that anytime you want to get your own answer in your country, you have to change those assets you're trading and the country. And also when it asks you a question, go ahead and answer the question based on your own personal demands, and it's gonna give you your reply. So right now I can go ahead and screenshot this or find a way to save this or export this, right? So you can actually go ahead and export this. So it's basically giving us more in-depth detail, but we're not really that much interested in it. We're just, this chart is good enough for us to understand every single thing we need. Okay, so now you can just simply go ahead and copy this over here, you see, and then go ahead and save the chart, so we can only trade GBPUSD within this chart or within this range of the market. Okay, so what do you think about this particular strategy? Does it really make sense to you? Is it something you are willing to give a try? I mean, if you go ahead and take this out and try this out in the market as well, you're gonna figure out this is also completely true in most case scenario. Okay, so that's actually it, and I hope you actually found this video helpful. So what do you think about this content? I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. Take care and happy earning.